Hello everybody, welcome to another Infinity Kingdom guide. For this one we are going to have a look at the SvS seasons. The Legion of Frostborne is, as you all probably know, the ultimate competition between the infinite worlds of Infinity Kingdom. Here servers are merged together and thrown into battle, fighting for the capital of Mir and an ultimate victory. It's an opportunity for players of all sizes to get some battle scars, and the fights themselves have some major rewards that are crucial to all players and all players' growth. So for this video we're gonna have a look at all of the different seasons, the seasonal structures, and the rewards. The rewards are come from two different types. There are two different types of rewards. There are rewards from the seasonal shop, where you exchange cold coin currency earned throughout the SvS season for some tower knowledge skills, some dragon essences, and some other stuff. You're probably gonna bank the first ones, but have a look at the video and see how the rewards progress. The second types of rewards are from the ancient chests, the loot boxes, which you can't purchase those for cold coin, but you shouldn't. You should go for gems on those. We're gonna have a look at what is in each one of those as well. With every SvS season, you're gonna get new rewards in both the ancient chests and in the vendor shop. Moreover, for the first 3 seasons, you're gonna unlock new immortals in your King of Hill progression, and every season also has 2 unique immortals that are gonna be released in the ancient chests, and which will be available for purchase in the bundle shop after the season has ended. Moving on to the season 2 rewards. Season 2 will that will obviously begin after season 1 has ended, and you're entering sort of a timeout phase where migration opens up, and then another matchmaking phase, and then we have season 2. In season 2's cold coin currency shop, you're also going to have snipe. As you will notice throughout this video, each season adds an additional reward, meaning that snipe is going to be continuously there throughout all of the seasons. But you also get the new skill, which is Storm Eye. Furthermore, for ancient remnant loot boxes, you are also still going to find snipe and full coverage in there, but you have the new Storm Eye ability as well as Siren's Gaze ability stones. For immortals, we are unlocking Ragnar and Matilda, also in these ancient remnants and in bundle shops after the season has ended. For the I'm not going to go over sniper again, and these skills that we covered in season 1, I'm going to just focus on the new ones. So Storm Eye. Storm Eye is available, as I said, from the shop for cold coin currency. It's a magic skill that works very well in mage dependent setups. It's a good skill if you want to use more than one mage. However, and that should be emphasized, it is not as strong as spell disintegration, which will be available in the next season. As such, I would advise most players to keep stacking your cold coin, and that is even if you rely on mages. If you want to get a magic tower knowledge skill as your first skill, then I would recommend waiting for spell disintegration and actually max that as season 3, which is pretty doable. That being said, Storm Eye is an excellent skill and one that you will eventually want to get, especially if you're running mages. For the other new skill, Siren's Gaze, it's an interesting one which I've never really seen in play for real. However, that doesn't mean that it's bad just because no one's really using it. I think that it's probably not amongst the absolute best skills in the game, but if it was just straight up available, I would certainly be using it. I can see some specialized builds making very good use of the skill, for instance in combination with skills like Void Realm and Lifelink, pumping a tank up for some amazing control. We've also got course, full coverage. I'm not going to cover that either because we did that season 1. Moving on to the immortals of this SvS season 2. We got Ragnar, like I said, and Matilda. Ragnar is a very powerful immortal and one that most water players are going to want to get. Sorry. If you are maining water and you're not, unless you are actually doing a Dido Rams build to counter physical builds, then you want to get Ragnar ASAP. Any other builds than that gets huge value from Ragnar's synergy with Merlin, and with his unique artifact, you're also going to be boosting up physical damage, making it an excellent combo if you are doing something like Merlin Khan backlines. You can do some quite amazing control setups with water, running wounds from Khan, Merlin for damage, Ragnar for buffs, and Attila for damage and control. So go get him if you're doing water. Matilda is an odd duck, to be honest. Her ability itself is quite powerful, but she has proven rather difficult to make work in most endgame builds, especially wind builds. She can be used in many hybrid builds. I've seen Firewall Matilda, Trajan Hippo work quite well. Likewise, Water, Merlin Matilda, Ragnar Attila can work pretty well. Again, an interesting control build. In Wind, however, I fear that she comes up a bit short, because you need a backline damage from either Atalanta or Baldwin. You don't really have enough frontline damage, especially since Saladin is quite terrible. So what you probably want to do is run something like Atalanta or Baldwin. I personally prefer Atalanta, and then you need the kin wounds and buff effect. That makes her kind of obsolete for Wind, but very interesting for hybrid builds. As for the King of the Hill progression, Season 2 offers 2 new immortals. The roster's gonna expand. You get Hammurabi, as well as Arash. Hammurabi is excellent for lightning setups. He pumps massive magic damage, however he is also quite squishy. But if you build it right, then he can do insane amounts of damage, especially if you're not up against someone with extreme backline pressure. If you are, then running something like absolute defense and making sure that you have a lot of dots and debuffs on your enemy makes this guy a very powerful mortal. On the contrary, Arash should be entirely ignored. I'm not even going to spend time on him. I think he is useless at anything other than attacking bosses. As always, please do subscribe to the channel. I consistently release new content here on the IK channel and on the official IK Wiki website. Links are in the description. On these channels you can find guides from everything in IK, from events to talents, passives, finished builds and game mechanics. With that, I'm gonna leave you, and as always, thank you for watching and see you for the next one.